Welcome to another episode of Market Overdrive Quarantine. Yes, we are still stuck at home for some of us. We are still out there because we are essential workers and we're still practicing the art of real estate. So for those of you who are at home and are experiencing anxiety, I get it. We all get it. I don't know how many more days of this we could do, but we are here to hang out with you guys and enlighten you. Hang out. Today is a very festive day, I would say, for some of our friends. It's 420, and I needed to lean on someone that is super fun, and it's also the founder of Green and Chai. Is that how you say that? Hi, Tony.
Hey, Karla. How are you?
Good.
Yeah,
I missed your face. I missed your events. What's going on?
Well, this is our new normal for right now. We're taking all these fun, cool events and getting all these people together, hundreds of people in a bar or a club, and we're switching it to Zoom for a while. And it's actually been going pretty good. Even though we're called Green and Chai, which is like Green in Chicago, we've expanded our audience to California, Florida, Texas, like all across the country. We're drawing in people at our weekly events. So it's actually been a pretty good thing in that respect. But we miss the face-to-face interaction. We miss shaking hands and hugging people and sharing stories in person. It's more fun that way. So hopefully soon we'll get back to that.
Soon, and I can't wait. I am going stir crazy myself. I would love to get some more human interaction, but today's show is just about that. How to reduce anxiety. Are you feeling it? Are you stressed out? What are the effects of anxiety on your body and those around you? So we're going to have Dr. Grija, who's going to share with us her recommendations for us. And then you're going to hear from Kirsten, who's going to tell us about the cannabis industry. And then a very, very special treat, something that we thought we'd change up a little bit. It's going to be a little out there, but bear with us. I thought it'd be fun. We're going to showcase a bath bomb. And not only are we going to share with you the medicinal benefits of this bath bomb, but we're also going to show you how to use it. And we have two models who I am so excited to introduce you to later, who's going to show you the effects of this. Tony?
Oh yeah, it's going to be really cool. All these awesome products, and it is 420, so it's the perfect day to celebrate all this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's stories and how they're going to help us enhance our lives and make us feel more healthy.
In order for us to understand what's going on and be able to cope and better cope with this, I wanted to introduce you to our friend, Dr. Grija. She is a doctor and she practices in Oak Park. How are you, doctor?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Karla? Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for joining us. Outstanding, as you know, quarantine, outstanding can look. So tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been practicing medicine?
I've been in internal medicine for over 20 years now, and practicing in Oak Park, and special interest in functional medicine.
I absolutely love Oak Park. It's a very cute neighborhood. I can't wait for us to be able to go and walk around Lake Street, go to the movie theaters, enjoy all the dining that you could take there. So can you tell us a little bit? I've been reading a lot about anxiety and stress and how this affects our bodies. Can you tell us, how do we deal with this and how do we cope with it?
Well, Karla, stress is a normal part of life, but how it is right now, so severe and intense chronic, it can definitely cause certain symptoms that people may attribute actually to just aging or menopause or overwork. And there are different types of stress. Some people may feel mentally exhausted. They cannot concentrate. They wake up tired. And some others are wired, cannot relax, cannot calm down and concentrate. So stress, there is considerable evidence that it affects our immune system, and in the long run, our ability to fight infections and to heal, and even cause all these inflammatory conditions like cancer and autoimmune diseases and even depression. On the other hand,
sorry to interrupt, but that was exactly why I wanted to have this conversation with you. It's because, while we are quarantined so that we can be safe and not be exposed to COVID, we're also, a lot of us are now starting to feel stress and anxiety and fear about the unknown. And it may not be so much about fear, but it's just like we want to get out and we want to be outside and we can't, right? And the fact that we have to stay inside, people are starting to get depressed. A lot of people are starting to not eat well or overeat. And then now the children are going to stay in school. they may not return. And so there's a lot of there's a lot of overwhelming factors that are happening. So while we're trying to stay safe and healthy so we can have a good immune system to combat this flu or COVID, we are still seeing some of the emotional, mental issues that are affecting people. What do you think are some of the things that we can do to better prepare ourselves or to help to become a little bit more healthier?
Well, definitely right now, it's not the time to watch news all day, because those stir up all these negative emotions, anxiety and fear. And these actually inhibit our immune system of performing at its best. On the other hand, laughter actually stimulates our natural killer cells to perform. And actually watching some comedies is definitely the best thing to do. And when
so you're talking about comedy, no more news, just watch a lot of comedy, read some fun books, and then just stay away from social media.
Absolutely, absolutely. And on the other hand, going to the store, you go once a week, be mindful of what you shop. You should go around the perimeter of the store, get a very colorful cart, lots of fruits and vegetables, organic, no corn syrup, no processed foods, definitely no high sugar products, because high intake of sugar actually shuts off our natural killer cells for hours. So definitely the restrictive ketogenic diets are not the answer right now.
Well, on the positive side, you are seeing a lot of people cooking from home, and everybody knows now exactly what they're putting into their bodies. And a lot of people are exploring with new recipes. What would you say would be a very nutritional balanced meal?
So definitely half of your portion to be colorful, fruits and vegetables, and a quarter of your portion of your meal to be a protein, lean meat, and only a quarter to be a complex carbohydrate like gluten-free, preferably bread or pasta or sweet potatoes as opposed to regular potatoes.
Gotcha. And you also are an advocate of fruits, right? You're saying the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but it's much healthier for your system, correct?
Absolutely. Anthocyanins are very potent antioxidants that are found in berries, especially wild Alaskan blueberries, or your resveratrol, which is found in a lot of fruits, especially pomegranate. Also cook with oregano oil. And definitely almond oil, or use almond milk as opposed to regular milk, or almond butter as opposed to peanut butter. And definitely all the vitamins, C, D, E, and definitely your citrus, lots of oranges and lemons.
There you go. Almond oil, did you say? I love it.
Almond butter, and oregano oil, and olive oil.
Very interesting. Dr. Grija, if someone wanted to get more information about your nutritional advice, where can they find you?
They can find me on my Facebook page, Dacha Medical, or in our closed Facebook group, Whole Life Wellness Club, or on Instagram, and Dacha Medical.
Love it. Thank you so much for making yourself accessible. I know that you're taking in patients, and thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. So
welcome, my pleasure.
Learn anything? Are you going to be cooking with, what did she say? What kind of oil? Were you paying attention?
Oh yeah, learned quite a bit about what to eat, what not to eat. Definitely more fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and avoid sugars and complex carbohydrates, because you want to help keep the immune system going during these crazy times.
It is in fact crazy, but there is another field, right, that people are expanding to. I'm going to go to Kirsten because I want to talk about cannabis. We just talked about nutrition, and so now a lot of people are using cannabis for more of a relaxation. How are you, Kirsten?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. Happy 420, everybody. It's our highest holy holiday. So it's a delight to talk about cannabis anytime, but especially today. It is the perfect time to incorporate cannabinoids into.
And then I was asking you all these crazy questions. You're like, this girl has no clue. So let's get to the dirty and let's find out how this works. So if somebody has a medical card, they literally can go to the dispensary, right? So how does it work now with this social distancing?
Oh, the dispensaries have managed to change the rules so that they can now provide curbside pickup for the patients who are registered in our medical cannabis program. So it's been very nice to have those accommodations. What?
Can they do deliveries?
Oh, we would love to expand to deliveries. I was on top of that immediately. If they're going to allow curbside pickup, they should go right to delivery, and even drive-through windows. Banks have them.
It's like the McDonald's.
Yeah, it should be.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about you and your field, Kirsten.
I've been doing outreach and education for 5 years now. It's been a long, rough, volatile haul, and it's been wonderful to be with a couple different organizations that reach out into the community digitally through Facebook and out in the actual real community with networking events. So the medical cannabis community is a Facebook group that has 18,000 members, and about 70% interact monthly. So it's a great place to come from the privacy of your own home to build up your confidence. If you have any questions about cannabis, whether it's how to consume it or how to participate in the medical program. That's our digital platform with the medical cannabis community. And I'm also a board member on Illinois Women in Cannabis. And we've been out there connecting with the community and giving people job opportunities when they come to our networking events. A lot of people looking to get into this cannabis industry on the ground floor.
A lot of people take advantage of this and and take advantage of the business opportunity of it. But can you tell us, there's still sort of like a negativity that's behind the whole thing. A lot of our elders are still not very comfortable with the subject. So what do you say to someone that may be experiencing aches and pains, anxiety and fear, and may need to relax and may be able to benefit from the products? What's your advice to them?
The easiest way to adapt cannabis into your complementary therapy choices is to start off with something that's called a CBD only or a hemp-derived product. That means that it's readily available in many places without needing to get a license. And it also means that it has less than 0.3% THC. So whether you're for cannabis or against it, most people have heard of THC as that compound that causes the psychoactive or euphoric effect. So this type of cannabis product does not have any THC in it, and it is well known to be an anti-anxiety and an anti-inflammatory. And with any type of cannabis product, it's just the sound advice to say, start low, go slow. Introduce it in really low doses, 1 or 2 times that first day, then at your own pace, slowly increase that dose. And I consider CBD to be a little bit more of a nutrient or a vitamin type product where you need to get it incorporated into your body for a little bit longer in order to realize the effects. Whereas with THC, once you get to looking for those type of real relief from pain and depression, lots of other symptoms, those little tiny doses can have a more immediate and noticeable effect. So that's where when people, especially the people in their 60s and 70s, they start talking to their friends about the benefits they've gotten from cannabis. And that's my recommendation. Start low, go slow, start off with CBD. If you want a little bit more relief, start to incorporate THC into those product choices. And there are a ton of product choices. I could talk all day, but I'll let you have a chance.
No, of course, we do have a lot of product choices. And today we want to showcase one of our very own executive experience members, Lauren and her boyfriend, Bob. Are you guys married? Shite. Sorry, you're married. I used to always marry everybody. Now I'm like boyfriend, girlfriend. I love it because Kirsten talked about women in business, and Lauren came up with this cool bomb, which is a bath bomb. Lauren, do you want to share a little bit about your product?
So we make these awesome CBD bath bombs. CBD is huge for inflammation. It started when I was 23. I was diagnosed with a severe spinal disease that left me in debilitating chronic pain and with a sitting disability. So I was trying everything that there was, including CBD. And at one point, doctors were like, you have to start taking baths. It'll help with the muscles. It was just one of the many things that I needed to do. And I was never that into baths, so it was like, let's do a bath bomb to make it fun. And then I finally found that they had these CBD bath bombs. And oh my God, I was like, I'm never taking a bath without CBD in it again. The CBD is absorbed in much better. And I was really disappointed, though, to find that the ingredients in these bath bombs were really subpar. There were things like polysorbate, there's maltodextrin, there's like artificial dyes. And I didn't want to put any of that in my body or around it. So why would you? You know, so we make ours all natural. We use vegetable-derived dye, and all of the ingredients are really simple, clean ingredients. We find that many people are very sensitive, especially when they're people who deal with chronic pain. And so we did not want to do anything that could possibly irritate, flare up, or in any way do anything besides help with people and their pain. And we found that it helps people with stress also. You know, stress and pain are very interlinked. So you're in pain, and because you're in pain, you start getting stressed out, and you're stressed out, and so your muscles all tighten up, and then you're in more pain, and then you get more stress. So it's really important to sort of stop the cycle before it gets too out of hand. And this is one of the ways that I've been able to do that. And I take CBD baths all the time. I love it. I've even gotten Bob to take some. Yep. He is not necessarily a bath person,
not normally a bath guy, but you have turned me, and I'm the official tester for
from a negative space per se, and you were looking for solutions, and that's what we are here to do on Market Overdrive, to find solutions and give everybody a voice, to showcase our community, right? Kirsten, you mentioned that you're in women in cannabis, and so this is a great opportunity for Lauren to launch her business. And I know a lot of people are staying at home and may say, I want to create my own butter. I want to create my, make my own meals like Dr. Grija said. But what is the impact of this in the community at large for women in business?
It's definitely taken a turn. And like Tony said, it makes us have to rely on the digital capabilities that we have. I would really like to just back away from learning any more complex technological things, but here we go. Time to dive in and get used to it, and really rely on social media and digital platforms in order to engage. And I remember the doctor saying, hey, disengage from social media if it's going to stress you out. But there is so much content and education that is really enriching out there. So for anybody who's starting a company, I highly recommend that you can create really helpful, soothing, psychologically supportive content and keep pouring it out there so that you continue to get engagement and exposure for your product and service that you want to expose. So it's all hands on deck, and I've taken everybody's ideas about how to engage with the community now that we're at home all the time.
Good advice. I completely agree. I mean, one of the things that we can do is stay constant, right? Talk to our consumers, listen to them, and give them opportunities. We know that unemployment is increasing, and so it is sad to see how many people are on furlough or lost their jobs. And so this is an opportunity for you to get an idea and run with it. Educate yourself, as I say, because right now you have nothing but time. And this is pretty cool. Like, women in business, of course, I am an advocate of that, but I support the men in business too. I know Lauren and her husband are doing this together, but we also have two amazing entrepreneurs that you've seen on our show before, Elena and Mayra, who are going to be demonstrating this for you. But Elena, tell us a little bit about you and your business. I mean, you're a fitness trainer, you're also a social media guru, and you advise companies, small and large, on how to expand their social media expertise. And right now is a good opportunity for you to do that. But you also have where you're selling products online. And today you're going to be giving us a demonstration of how to use these bath bombs.
Yes. Hi, Karla. I definitely feel like I'm a regular on your show already. I feel really good about it. But yeah, I am a social media coach, and CBD Companies is one of the companies that I work with, and I see how social media helped them grow right now during this time. As a wellness influencer, I always in a search for a good natural products that help me with I have anxieties all the time. With my anxieties, with my muscle cramps, and CBD bombs actually something that I discovered through Cannabitch Relax, and this is my first time trying CBD bombs and taking a bath.
The name again? I mean, I'm sorry. I think there's going to be like a really cannabis name. How did you come up with this name, Lauren?
So my brother and I were bouncing around ideas, and one day I was just like, God, can a bitch relax? And my brother was like, that's it, and so that's how it kind of formed. Love the name and the double pun. It's been pretty popular.
Love it.
Yeah, you can find us at cannabitchrelax.com. We have an active Instagram that has a lot of posts about managing pain, managing stress, sort of encouraging that community, as well as like yoga people and like athletics, and trying to kind of expand into that way. But yeah,
well, we see it here, right? Everybody's streaming their workouts online. Everybody's showing off their yoga and meditation. Our very own yoga and Reiki specialist, Mayra, is already soaking in the tub. So Mayra, can you tell us a little bit about your experience and how, and you know, what are you feeling?
Well, this is amazing. So I actually, in my field, I specialize in stress management, anxiety, and social emotional intelligence, and I integrate yoga, meditation, and energy work. But one of the things that I recommend my clients is to take a salt bath, because it's a great way to cleanse your physical and energy body. So whenever you don't have time to stretch or meditate or do breath work to rebalance, it's just a great way to clear yourself from stress, like emotional stress or even physical stress. I personally take a bath a couple times a week, and because I do hold tension in my body, and since I started going back to training, it's great. And this is amazing, because I actually started training at home the last couple of days, and I just felt like I was almost like falling asleep. And I'm like, maybe I should move around, you know, because my muscles just started to relax, and I just started to get really in my body. So that's one of the things I really recommend my clients, really getting into your body versus being in your head, right? Because we can tend to overthink, and this is just a great way to do that. So I actually love it. So I got the rose jasmine scent, and I love that scent. So
that is wonderful. Those are some of my concerns, because you guys know I'm all hyper, I'm always on. And so I was like, what if I fall asleep, and like, who's gonna come and wake me up? And I soak in there. So Elena, can you please explain to us how this works?
So yeah, so Cannabitch comes in this beautiful box, and I already smell it. Before I open it, actually can smell the lavender and raspberry smell. It is so beautiful. It's really crafty. And let me open this up. Oh, it's so beautiful. You guys can see it. It has a little lavenders right here. So nice. And it's 250 milligrams of CBD in one bath bomb. So it's going to be enough for you to relax and really feel it. So you're going to just put your, you know, the temperature, the water temperature that you want, get into the bath, and just drop it in here. And I actually just want to demonstrate that a little bit more to you and show it how beautiful it's going to absorb. Oh, it's so nice. And those lavender flowers are all over. So nice. Yeah, so pretty much that's all you need. It's actually has a little, I don't know if you can hear it.
So Kirsten, can you tell us a little bit while she's doing that? What is the correct, because you said you have to start low, right, with a low dosage. Is this okay, and is this safe?
Yes, it sure is. When I was talking about start low, go slow, I'm talking about taking doses internally, whether you inhale or take an edible. But I love topicals, and I love a soaking bath. The detox is phenomenal, and it really is a way to notice that the largest organ of the body is the skin, and it is filled with cannabinoid receptors. So it is a phenomenal way to really get that full body effect. And it just has such a multifaceted way of relaxing the body and mind. And I know that I'm not in the bath long enough until I do start to fall asleep. That's when I know I stayed in long enough to get the full detox.
So you heard it from Dr. Grija. She taught us to calm down, turn everything off, and then invest in yourself and relax. And now Kirsten is giving us ideas on how to expand and actually create businesses for ourselves. Kirsten, what are some other business opportunities are you seeing out there?
Well, we're definitely seeing people create content, start a channel. It's like they are their own TV station, only modern on the internet. So they're doing that, and they are creating edibles recipes and giving classes, whether the classes are on how to apply for a license so that you can actually own a business in different states, or how to take advantage of what we call social equity programs that are attached to the Illinois licensing program. We say that there is any business that's out there in the world applies to the cannabis world. So you could even do something with lab testings, botanics, consumer packaged goods. So when we talk about applying yourself to the cannabis industry, we want you to have a good base of cannabis knowledge and history so that you understand that you're standing on the shoulders of advocates who came before you to make sure that there was an industry for you to have that entrepreneurial opportunity. And then we want you to take your skills. If you are an accountant, don't try to become a public speaker. So if you're an accountant, look at the special issues related to cannabis and prepare to offer services that help people with that specific industry and those caveats in the industry. There's 280E that denies people in the business their normal business expense write-offs. They don't have the proper banking services. So it's really, really important for these businesses to stay current and adapt to new regulations. And it's always such a tumultuous business. There's always opportunity for someone to fine-tune a specialized service and jump right in.
Great advice. I love it. I mean, remember, if you had this great idea and you wanted to do something with the cannabis, within the cannabis field, there's ample opportunities, right? There's so much to do and different roles that you could take. So Elena, how's it going over there?
I'm ready to jump into this bath. It's actually, as I was holding it in my hand, I can feel the oil. So it's getting very, very soft into my skin. I love it. I smell it, like my whole bathroom smells like lavender right now.
I am so jealous. Am I right? I love your bathtub. I mean, all the flowers. It's already making me relax. It's such a cool visual. Can you tell us, what are you feeling?
I am just feeling my muscles melt. I mean, I think the essential oil really helps because, I'm into energy medicine and I use essential oils in my practice as well. And rose is one of the highest in vibration. So it really changes your brain waves. Actually, lavender, like Elena has, and rose are really great to change your brain waves so you can allow yourself to relax. So I'm just it allows me to really be in the moment, just like smelling the scent and just feeling the muscles, relax. So I'm just soaking the experience, I guess, if you call it that way.
I love it. It's always good to relax. Remember, we are all in it together. We are all feeling all this anxiety, all this stress. Some of us more than others, as we have families. So we're worried about our families. We're worried about our grandparents, our aunts, our moms, our dads. And so it is an overwhelming sense of like emotions that are going through your body. So we always advocate to stay active, invest in yourself, learn something new, and just stay involved in something that you enjoy. And so congratulations, Lauren and Bob, for your amazing business. I love it. I can't wait to get my own bath bomb and try it.
We'll definitely have to send you a few.
Thank you so much, Karla. We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and showcasing the products. Mayra, thank you. Guys, we are a community of executive experience. It is a very cool group of individuals. We're all entrepreneurs and we support each other's businesses. And of course, we endorse each other because we know that they're doing something that's cool and it's right. And we want to share this with you in case we inspire you to do something similar. Kirsten, thank you so much for joining us and bringing in the professional look on this because, it could just go crazy, right? We got 2 girls in the tub and we got somebody with bath bombs called Cannabitch. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What are we doing? But wanted to bring Dr. Grija in to tell us and share with us how to take care of ourselves and through nutritional diet, through a healthy nutritional diet. And of course, Tony P, the lead in, what is it called? Green and Chai. So thank you everybody for joining us, and join us on Thursday where we are going to share in another cocktail hour with you. And again, remember, this too shall pass. Thank you for joining us.